All right, so tonight we're diving into a Champions League matchup. Aston Villa taking on Juventus.
Ooh,
Now,
big one.
most people wouldn't exactly think of Aston Villa as like a European giant.
Right.
But, they have gotten some pretty impressive wins at home this season.
Yeah, they've been.
They took down Bayern Munich.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And tonight they're going up against, one of the giants of Italian football,
Yeah.
Juventus. So things are going to be really interesting over at Villa Park.
Villa Park's going to be rocking tonight. Villa's form has been a little bit shaky recently.
Yeah, a little inconsistent.
But their home record in European competitions.
Yeah.
Man,
It's good.
it is something else. 7 wins out of their last 8 at Villa Park. That's a fortress.
Yeah, you don't want to have to travel there as the away team.
No, you don't.
And get this, last time an Italian team actually managed to score a goal at Villa Park, it was way back in 1983.
1983.
That's incredible.
That's a long time ago.
That's over 40 years ago.
And that was Juventus.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah. They won that match 2-1.
Wow.
It was a tight one. But yeah, it's been a very long time since an Italian side scored at Villa Park.
Wow. So maybe some good omens for Villa there. But obviously things have changed quite a bit since 1983. Both teams are different. We know Juventus has traditionally struggled on English soil.
It's true. They've only won 3 out of their last 15 away matches against English teams in European competition.
Huh.
It's a tough place to go.
Yeah, it's not easy. So, maybe that's something that will give Villa fans some hope. But it's not just the historical trends that are in Villa's favor.
Yeah.
They've got Unai Emery, who's the manager.
Unai Emery.
And he seems to have Juventus's number.
He does. He's beaten them twice with 2 different clubs.
Yeah.
Sevilla and Villarreal.
Yeah.
And get this. No manager has ever beaten Juventus with 3 different clubs in this competition.
Wow.
So,
Could he be the first?
could Emery make it a hat trick? We'll have to see.
That's incredible. I mean, what a story that would be. But let's not forget about the players on the pitch.
The players on the pitch are the ones who matter the most in the end.
Yeah. Ross Barkley actually scored for Villa over the weekend. But his recent goal-scoring record is kind of interesting. None of his last 7 goals have actually led to wins for Villa.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So is he a good luck charm or is he a curse in disguise?
Yeah,
That's
think
it.
that on there.
He's obviously talented. He can put the ball in the back of the net, but those goals aren't leading to wins.
So maybe his individual brilliance isn't translating into team success.
Yeah. Something to think about.
Yeah, definitely. But speaking of goal scorers, Juventus has a real aerial threat in Weston McKennie.
Oh, yeah.
This guy,
And jump.
he's a beast in the air. 5 of his last 7 goals for the club have been headers. And most of them get pretty early in the match, before the 60th minute.
So he's a real danger man in the air, and especially early on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, I think that really adds another dimension to this tactical battle. Villa's going to have to keep a close eye on him in the air, especially, those early stages of the match.
For sure. But one thing Villa does have going for them is Villa Park itself. That atmosphere, those fans.
Yeah.
It's so tough to go there as an away team.
Yeah.
I think that plays a huge part in their impressive home record.
I mean, there's no doubt that the crowd can really lift the team and make it a very hostile environment for opponents.
Exactly.
So, we've got Villa's really strong home advantage. We've got Juventus's historical struggles playing in England. We've got Emery's tactical prowess and his history against Juventus. And then we've got these kind of quirky individual player narratives. I mean, what stands out to you as the biggest factor in this match?
I mean, you got to look at Villa's home strength and Juventus's need to overcome, that English hurdle.
Yeah.
It's like these 2 forces colliding.
Right.
Will Villa continue to dominate at home, or will Juventus finally break through and get a good result in England?
Yeah. It's a great question.
It's a really compelling matchup. There's so many different storylines. So many storylines and so many ways this match could go. A lot's going to depend on Unai Emery's tactics.
Yeah.
You know how well Villa can contain McKennie?
Right.
So many factors at play. It
Yeah.
should be a good one.
So there you have it. Aston Villa versus Juventus. 2 great teams, a lot of history, and a whole lot of intrigue.
And one thing's for sure, this is going to be a match you don't want to miss.
Absolutely not. So make sure you tune in. This is going to be an exciting night of Champions League football.
It is.
All right, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having
To
me.
this deep dive.
Enjoy the match.
We'll be back next week with another.
Cheers.
See you later.
Bye.